comment?
I have one, how do you know which bills you can pay without board approval and which ones you cannot?
We pay the utility bills primarily, because we have to.
Bills that are constant, you got your, that are pretty much automatic unless there's a,
So you're saying the utilities is the only one that you
Primarily,
but what's secondarily? What can you do?
anything that's contracted that we've already approved at previous meetings.
Under $500.
Or under 500?
Under 500 does not have to be approved by the board.
So you,
So like if I need to go get supplies, I can get supplies as long as I don't spend $500. So like when I get postage, I keep it under $500.
okay, I guess my question falls in, with the election wage, that was paid in November, so why is it showing up on the December bills?
It wasn't on the November bills.
I know, but why wasn't it?
Because
That's my question.
The election was after our November meeting.
No, it wasn't.
it was just before,
well,
but we already
it was
balanced
within
before
a
that.
week.
Okay, but the election workers were paid the night of elections, so the bills were already paid. So it was paid in November, but it's showing up on December's expenses, I don't understand it.
Well, that is how I did pay them, yes.
So how do you do that without board approval? That's more than $500.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know that I have an answer for that. I've always paid the election workers since I've been here right after the election.
It's a known expense.
It may be known, but it's,
It's made known to you, but not to public.
I just don't, I'm just trying to understand how you pay the bills, and trying to understand if these bills that you're presenting for December bills are bills that are already paid, or bills that need to be paid.
The election workers were paid, yes. Same as the meals for the election workers. That was on election day.
So there's really no good answer.
Any
It's-
other?
I can answer that. It's because we balance at the first of the month. So, yes, those were paid in November, but they're going December bills because it was after we balanced.
That doesn't
So,
make any sense. If
we
you
give
balance
them
at
the
end of
check.
month- If you balance at the end of the month, it wouldn't have balanced at the end
It's
of
the beginning
November.
of the month.
It wouldn't have balanced
No,
until
our
December.
balance sheet, when you look at my sheet, it says beginning balance. It didn't have the workers in there for November, cause we had already balanced. So they're part of the next balance from when we started. I can tell you when we balanced. We balanced on 10/3, and then we balanced again on 11/2. The election was on 11/7, so they fall into the next month on that sheet.
And they get paid without board approval. I'm just trying to figure out what stuff you can pay without board approval and what stuff needs board approval, and it doesn't appear like some of this stuff is there.
Elections is whatever hours they have,
It should have
it
been approved.
really.
It should have been approved,
we
right?
really
should have been
don't-
approved
there's-
in
you aren't gonna
October.
disapprove it.
It should have been approved in October to pay the election workers for November, right?
Correct, because
And it
our
wasn't.
election,
And
our
it
meeting
wasn't.
fell after the election.
I think, didn't we have that in
No,
there?
I don't think so,
no.
not this time.
We
Usually
have,
we
we
do.
have, we
Yeah, we
usually
have.
do,
Yeah,
Usually our election- our-
election workers about to, sir.
cause sometimes we approve bills, when we meet late, we approve the bills, so
But usually election month, we meet the night before election, and this time we said, let's meet the next week because we have to shut this room down. Last time, right before election, we went down to the village and we found that wasn't very helpful because it was so small. So that's why we chose to move it a week later. So yes, it should have been approved in the October minutes to pay the election workers ahead of time.
And that were paid in November.
Correct.
You got another.
I just have a question that's something that's not on the agenda that I would have expected, and maybe David will bring it up, but the accessory building ordinance that we worked on, did our public hearing, did our notice, the entire board received the resolution and zoning amendment and the minutes from our public hearing on October 20th. I emailed it to everybody. I guess, are we gonna vote on that tonight?
that's on me, I didn't have it on the agenda.
But everybody's had it, so there's no,
Yes.
you know, reason it shouldn't have
David said
been.
he's
Pretty
got it
simple
on
changes.
as an addition tonight.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna ask to take this into consideration. I see that Joe Sweet is listed as wanting to be on the planning commission. He did make a comment about kind of being excited about not showing up to the next board meeting. So when debating or discussing who you want to replace your PC member with, please take that into consideration.
He's asked to be, that he wants to stay on.
Yeah, you made a comment about not wanting to show up to the next meeting, though.
I think he's sitting right behind you.
That would be Joe Main.
Different time.
Different Joe,
The one that's been coming every
the
meeting.
one that's been in them, yes.
Yeah, Matt.
I just got a question on that site plan for the trail that's going around the lake. I mean, you guys met quite a bit on that stuff. You got a site plan for that, yeah?
We haven't gotten anything for him.
You got the money, but you ain't got no site plan.
Right. Anything else? Seeing no hands, let's move on. Bill?
December bills as follows: KCI for assessor postage, first bill you see is $16.22. That's the second round of bills, the yellow bills that went out. First round of bills is blue bills that are invalid for $16.2150. Election wages for 7 workers is $1,561.80. Election meals, $170. McKenna's. Honeymoon Heights late bill has been paid for $61.36. We had a bill from the engineer on the trail for a site visit for $612. VC3 used to be IT Right, that's our cloud storage, $1,284. 3 consumers' bills for the community center, streetlights, and cemetery are $78.54, $32.91, $141.28. Granger for the dumpster at the cemetery was $28.67. Lakeview elevator for the cemetery sand and topsoil is $140. Verizon for phones is $154.98. Casair for internet in the building here is $75.24. Brian's wage at the cemetery is $675. Water bill was $57.59. Gas bill here is $156. The assessors are $1203.52 and $924.52. Pay penalties for zoning is $481.84. Board's per diem for the month is $31.87.31. FICA withholding is $1562.38. Clerk and treasurer's rental reimbursement is $150 each. State tax withholding is $539.66, and the insurance package for this building is $66. This building in the cemetery, I'm sorry, $66.97.
Motion to, accept the, clerk's report and pay the bills.
I leave that motion.
Is your support? Discussion?
Couple quick questions, the, VC3 cloud, is there a yearly cost? Probably always ask, the insurance, that's a one-time yearly cost.
Yep, one time. There's a workers' comp bill, but we don't have that yet.
Any other questions?
Honeymoon Heights, is that one for you?
Yep. Streetlights, yep.
No other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Treasurer's report?
Beginning balance in this township checking was $419,477.84. We had an income of $32,053.21. Our bills totaled $30,690.16. Our ending balance is $420,840.89. Our fire district, our beginning balance was $1,931.52. We have an income of 16 cents. Our ending balance is $1,931.68. Honeymoon Heights, our beginning balance was $8,035.63. We had an income of 63 cents. Our ending balance is $8,035.63. Our CDs remain the same, at $107,290.04 as of 9/30/2022.
And you missed your ending balance on Honeymoon Heights, after you paid the $6,000.
Oh, I'm sorry, yep, I missed that one. Our ending balance is $1,900.92. We had it, I forgot we paid that bill, I didn't put it in there, my fault.
Did you, change those CDs from?
I did, I haven't got my slips yet, they're probably in my mail, my stack of mail, with all my tax books, so I will have that updated next month. But we did get our new rate of 3% instead of 0.35%.
No, where were you show, did you say it's gonna cost us like $50, will that be on the next?
Yes,
Right.
when I get it from, when it comes from the Community First, when I get their paperwork.
Okay, then that should be
Motion to accept the treasurer's report,
So moved.
second,
I'll second.
moved and supported, any more discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion carried. Zoning,
Okay, for the month of, November, there was one permit for a pole barn at 11872 North Vale Road, and an update on the, violations, it's not much different, there's two on Cutler, the one I couldn't get the, information on the owner. To my understanding, he's in Florida, which I did turn it in to the sheriff's office October 26th, they're still working on it. 7106 Cutler, there's blight there. I wrote 2 tickets out, he's not paying the tickets, and I turned that into the sheriff's on 10/28/22, they're still working on that. The last ticket I issued was 9/20/22, and I've got to make a change here because these people aren't paying the ticket, and some people are renting the property or their land contract, and it's still in the owner's name, the original owner. And if they don't pay the ticket, it goes on their taxes, property tax. And so if the guy's selling a land contract or renting it, he may not even have a clue that they're getting tickets and not showing up in court. And you guys would be surprised, within a year, you have a big, tax bill.
we got
So,
2 notices now.
What's that?
You
Yeah.
guys sent 2 notices.
Yeah, that, and on the one on 7106 Cutler, Todd's working on getting the, information on the owner. And like I said, I sent 2 tickets out to the guy, I need to go directly to the owner and start writing tickets to him. And, Terry Drive, I wrote a ticket, that's 6260, that's for blight, and that's 11/1/22. And I turned that into the sheriff's on 10/25/22. And they're still working on that, so, that's it.
Any questions of Dave?
What's the address of the one you need to do?
7106 Cutler.
Okay.
Any other questions of Dave? Thank you. New business, we've, need to fill the hired term of, Joe Sweet, who was filling the retired, completed another term. Joe Main, Marcy Myers, and Joe Sweet has let the board know that he would like to stay on. Is there any feeling, any discussion?
I'll say that, Joe Main has been coming to every meeting. Joe is here tonight, Maine is I don't see Joe Sweet in the audience. The only thing I'm gonna say, being on the board, that Joe Sweet, when we voted to come here for, basically backup for me, when we were gonna present the wind ordinance to you guys, Joe voted for the ordinance, and then when they voted to come in front of you guys, he voted no. So I feel that if he's not gonna stand up behind, Phil felt the same way, if he's not gonna stand up there, then, and then he doesn't come for basically a job interview tonight, I feel Joe Main's been coming to, I think he's only missed one meeting. I feel Joe Main's a better fit than Joe Sweet is, that's my opinion. That's my motion to put Joe Main.
I kind of feel that maybe he didn't agree, if he voted no, maybe he agreed with the three of us that, didn't vote for
But he voted for it, that's what I'm saying, he voted for the ordinance, he was a yes, but then he was a no just to come to me, to face us. No, he voted yes for the ordinance, but then he voted no to come in front of us. That's all I'm saying.
Any other discussion?
I don't have concerns either way. Joe did call and ask if he could be considered to be reappointed.
I guess
As,
I,
as did Joe Mead.
And Marcy,
And
yes,
Marcy.
yes, last meeting, considered.
I guess I would say my opinion would be Joe Main has to be on this committee. I think this is his third time. And he's come in person every time. And when we voted, I remember in the park, somebody wasn't there. We said, well, if they're not here, we shouldn't vote for them. So if he's not here, my vote would be for Joe Main, because he has showed up to our meetings.
David, you making a motion?
Yes, I'll make a motion to approve Joe Main for planning commission.
Got a feeling, Lindsay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I mean, I kind of agree, I think I was probably the one that said if you don't show up, you shouldn't be voted on. I remember that, so, and Joe has shown interest, pretty much everything Joe said.
Are you supporting the motion then?
I'll support it.
Okay. Motion's been made and supported to, appoint Joe Main to,
Do we not wanna talk about Marcy? Sorry. Her name is on it. Give her consideration.
Yeah, but you said a motion,
Oh,
you supported it, so it's on,
okay, sorry.
right?
Yep, but we can have discussion.
Yeah.
we have a motion on the floor.
Yep.
We don't have discussion before we vote, or does that after?
Is there, we need, I guess, a nomination to, is there now, do you wanna have a ballot, or do you wanna just,
I just do discussion.
You wanna do this discussion?
okay. Well, we only got one opening now, and the motions were made to appoint me, so.
But during discussion, can we talk, like,
That's what I find out, yeah.
okay,
We need discussion, Ryan.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm with Joyce, I mean, Marcy has been coming to every meeting, and Joel's name's been on there. Marcy just said that, I have no problem, Marcy. Joe has been coming, has been on here several times. I mean, Marcy's name can stay on here for the next,
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Oh, both
Yeah, no
names will
problem.
stay on.
Yeah.
There will be
There next year.
3 openings a year from now.
Two.
No, because Joe Main has a 1-year term. They're staggered.
He gets, that's only in the first year of the planning commission that they have the stagger. He gets a full 3 year, we're on 3-year terms, over and over and over.
Just
finishing the term and then.
Is there any further discussion? He's reading the red book.
Yeah, it says 1, 2, and 3-year terms.
In the initial act of the enabling act to start.
I'm not gonna answer your question.
We're good.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Calling for a vote?
Yes.
All those in favor for, Joe Main, say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. I don't know whether to congratulate you or not.
We are. Congratulations, Bill.
Welcome to Township Government. Any other, oh yeah, we do have another, no, we don't, that's an old business. Any other new business?
What about,
Yeah, I mean, I can either do new or old.
Well,
You want me to-
bring it on.
Okay, alright. First one, vote on accessory building amendment. Get it approved, need to publish it and send it. We sent it to everybody, or Brandy sent it to everybody October 20th. We basically, Dave kept getting, violations for the height and percent coverage of the lot size. So we changed the height from 14 feet to 18 feet, and then the lot size was it's already written in there. It was like 25%, but that's what it reverts back to. That's why when you go to the height, it can only go 25%. We had a public hearing and nobody came, and I think there was one that had a question, but other than that, we approved it. So we just need the board's approval, so I need to make a motion to approve our changes on the 3.11 accessory building amendment.
You're making that motion?
Yes, I'm making that motion.
3.1.
Yep.
Been moved and supported to, change the size and height of the accessory buildings. Any other discussion?
That's just always kind of been an issue, I think it's good to get it cleaned up.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Number two, secretary was asked to get external hard drive, 1 terabyte, somewhere between $40 and $65, what she guessing to be able to store what she's putting in there. As I'm making a motion, we spend for that one external hard drive.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, third, Phil asked before for us planning commission members to be compensated for our time. When I asked the board when I went back, or the planning commission when I went back, they said it was an odd feeling for basically the employee to be asking the employer for, how much money. So they put it back onto us, saying what was in our budget for a bonus, cause we knew we couldn't up the dollar amount, but we could do a bonus.
What do you feel comfortable? I mean, you're the one that's on board, what do you, much more than that?
Phil, I think Phil said $100, what he told me behind, like I think 100 would be covered, I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm on here not for the pay, to help, and I think we got it settled, but Phil keeps pushing on he feels that us members should be compensated, so I'm gonna say $100 if everybody, per member. Yes, if you guys.
Motion made, supported, any more discussion?
And David, the only discussion, that's in addition to what you gave.
Yeah.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next thing, master plan update, have you heard anything else? Because, you know, you said nobody ever showed up to our last meeting.
And I sent an email to them again this week, yeah, so, it'll be Friday. Asking them again to come to the December meeting, no response from Judah. I think we're gonna have to find a different company.
Okay. I think we asked Leslie then if there's somebody, I mean, we've tried these, see if she's
I'm gonna ask Darren at the village office, they seem to have good luck with a couple different ones. The first one they gave us, that guy's retired and he was not interested. But they've got another one they're working with, and I see their truck in town periodically, I can't think of the name of it, but.
That might be a good fit too, because the plans that may
coincide.
coincide with each other. They're doing plan now.
I will get another name and reach out to them and see if I can get somebody to come here.
Alright, the next one, we voted to cannot consider the VFW hall request because it's not a listed use in the AR. It's right in here, and we consulted Leslie on it, and she's saying the same thing. So we feel we need to refund the money to the VFW hall, to the owner, Leon Thompson.
I still have to check.
I feel we need to, after the coming back from the board, we voted not to need to refund that money.
Same motion.
Yes.
Support.
Discussion. Dave, you had another opinion, didn't you? About the old VFW hall?
No, I felt different, but the attorney interpreted it, you know, and he's the legal advisor, you know, I go with what they felt myself, you know. I mean, different people can look at it in a different way, but when it comes down to it, I feel the attorney's, definition's the best.
Well, I just wondered your.
We did try Dave's way, but it didn't, the more she dug into it, it's not.
Any other, comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, one last final thing is, we changed our meetings, now they are from January to November. Since I've been on there, they've been February through December, and we voted to go from them. It's the same second Wednesday of the month, starting at 6 o'clock, and I got those dates to give to Joyce, so she can let the library know. I can do that after, when I get it done.
Say it again,
It's starting from January through November, now it's second Wednesday,
okay.
and starting at 6 o'clock. That should be, that's all I have.
We don't have to approve.
No,
No.
no, just
Just get it in the minutes.
Yep.
Any other, new business? Old business.
The library they had an opening, as everybody knows, Dorothy Turner resigned from the library board. The library has interviewed, I think, a couple of people, and they have recommended that we consider appointing Laura Lepping to the library board. And I'll make that a motion.
Is there support?
Support.
Moved and supported, discussion?
She did call me directly after they interviewed her, and she's very excited to get involved in Town.
I said something to my daughter that has been on the board, she thought she'd make it nice good.
So that was a recommendation of that board.
Any other discussion? All those in favor of recommending, Leppick for the empty, vacated position on the library board? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Jordan, you support that?
Yeah.
No,
Joyce did.
I have a question though. Do we have two people in the township on that board? I thought, Sue Baker was on it.
She is on, I think she's gonna go back off though. She's
Well,
on right now.
Yeah, but this isn't replacing Sue, this is replacing. I don't know, it's been so many years, I don't
first time we've seen them in several years.
Yeah, so, anyway, I was surprised when, I don't remember what, how the district is made up. There's actually, I think, 5 townships involved, 6 townships involved with the district. Pretty much the same as the fire district, except, Belvedere is part of the. Any other old business? Public comment?
On the master plan, you mentioned the village, wasn't that Rowe? They were one of the ones that hasn't got back with
I
us.
didn't hear you, Randy.
You mentioned the master plan and talking to the village, I thought we already went through that with Rowe.
We did, and I can't get anybody to respond. They either can't make it here or they're not interested.
Okay, so you said two, I thought,
Yeah, I think.
I think they have a new one. and
There's a
it's-
new one?
They're out of Holland.
okay, I was just confused,
I
'cause
can't remember the name off.
it was Rowe and McKenna, and then that Mark Idelson is the guy who retired, I
That's
thought.
he retired like a year ago.
Yeah,
He was helping Belvedere.
he's not associated with either one of
No,
those two
no,
companies.
no.
But Rowe, definitely, they're not getting back with us, so.
Nope.
A lot of the new people.
Well, I do have emails out to McKenna right now, and I will try whoever the new firm is that they're using as well.
Oh, it's right at my tongue too.
Yeah,
It's up in the, I can't remember what they're.
yeah.
Any other comment?
I have a question on your per diem pay for the board. How often do you get paid?
Once per month.
Did I see on one of your minutes months back where you guys get a bonus too?
Yep, in July.
Okay. Is that typical on, most all boards around here with getting a monthly, do you know how they do theirs? Is that up to them what they,
I think everybody's monthly.
and they choose their own pay rates and that kind of thing?
Voted on.